Hey, hi, welcome to the Sam Old Show, where I did the whole season with just boxes below. But for this episode, I suited up. Not because I wanted to, but then the sponsors said so. Who are sponsors? Say hi to Public Space. They gave us a lot of money, and Mr. Lloyd's Grace. They have amazing templates for your public needs. Gardens, parking lots, and places you can smoke.
Please don't say that, sir.
This season, we had some employee layoffs, but in the end, it's just organized chaos. I came across a very creepy fan.
Hey, I'm just trying to be supportive, man.
The best part about the show is the people watching this, and also people who actually bought tickets. This time we have 2 audience panels. Oh, by the way, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But tonight's guest is what makes it the best. I prefer him over all the rest. So please do what you have to do.
And give it up all you got for Mr. Abhish Matthew, guys. Huge round of applause. Okay. Yeah. This is okay. Wait.
There is raw footage of the camera rolling of me blushing throughout the last 20 minutes. And I'm like, what the hell do I say? Wow. Okay. Hi. Big fan of the show. Thank you for bringing me to your talk show podcast merged together. All right. Can you hear me? Very nice.
Yeah, you go on.
Thank you for having me.
This can just go on. Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
No. How are you? Tell no. And say no. Your voice. Say something. No care.
Okay, now I don't know how to react. Now I get your point, man. By this.
Why you're wearing like a wedding suit, man?
I know, right? I know, right? Before the tech call, before the show started, Abhish and I were on the same call, and I didn't turn on my camera because I wanted to see his reaction as to when he see. Yeah.
I still have one question from all your episodes. Can you please stand up? Oh damn! Oh! Okay.
Damn, save.
Because all the other episodes were in boxes, but this time I was like, no, I gotta do this. I'll tell you how I have a timeline of my achievements, right? First one was be in the school head boy and school band, and then it was
say it with confidence, no.
School head boy, school band, achieve all these things. Stop. Then I saw Abhish Matthew. Then I was like, now I need to be like Abhish Matthew and get him on my show. Now next achievement is Abhish Matthew follows me, and then after that it's I go on Son of Abhish as a guest. After being a guest on Son of Abhish, probably take All Right to another level. Then probably someday host the Tonight Show. Then probably someday host the Oscars.
Oh my god! Then you should have. So here's what we'll do. Okay, Kevin, this is the plan. Okay, ready? Okay, guys, everyone, this is the plan. Okay, in a couple of years, I'm gonna get Son of Abhish to a point where they recognize, and then they'll be like, "Oh no, we want to do Tonight Show with Abhish Matthew." And I say, "No, I want to do Son of Abhish." Then we'll fight. There'll be some IP rights, and I'll take that slot. Then the Tonight Show will be available for you, so you can do Tonight Show with Kevin Sam, and I'll do like the show after, like Son of Abhish, and then you go and host the Oscars, where I'll be winning an award for a movie that Absurdist and everyone has done, and then you'll come there, and then we'll be like high-fiving each other, and then they'll be like, then. How's that as a dream?
Thank you for not letting me sleep for the next 2 years now. This is what I'm going to think. Oh, Abhish Matthew told me he's going to give me a slot in tonight.
This is a weird power. Like, if I told you, Kevin, I'm asking you to get 6-pack abs. Cool.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Father Agnes School. About me meeting you for the very first time.
When did you meet me for the first time?
It was basically when you came for the school farewell in 2015, right? And I have a picture of that. Can we have that picture right now? Yeah, Matthew.
I must be looking amazing. Oh my god! Oh, that flash is wow.
Just dude, look at this. Yeah, what? How? Okay. Now you get the fanboying. See? Can you see?
Kevin, you're taller than me.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Of course, I'm taller. Everyone.
I always thought you were this tall in my right now.
Dude,
what? You're here. Suddenly, I'm your fanboy.
So what happens is in such a situation when you see I have been following you on Snapchat for 2 months when this picture was taken, and so now for me Abhish Matthew is like my friend. because he says hi to me on my phone. Hey, hi guys, hi. And then I see you, and then I'm just like, oh, he doesn't know me. Why doesn't? And
Oh.
then I was like, okay. But
Well,
there is a third person perspective also of this story, not
Oh.
from Ravi, of course, but yeah. Can I ask my friend Subin Jacob to give a third person perspective of this whole story?
Oh, Subin. Yo, what's up? What's happening?
Am
Well
I
showered,
audible?
Lloyd D'Souza. How are you?
Give it up for Lloyd D'Souza Light, guys. He was one of the
Lloyd. I still don't see the resemblance, but okay. So I'm here to give you a third person's perspective. So the farewell that he was talking about was my batch's farewell. You were our guest, and Kevin was obviously hosting that event as well because वही करता रहता है. But that day he did something like मेरे को लगा कि भाई इसके बाद ये अभीश मैथ्यू से कभी मिल ही नहीं सकता भाई. ये ऐसी हरकतें करे जा रहा था. Like he had like what 3 followers on Snapchat. And इसका Snapchat तब से बदनाम था कि बस ये shit posting करता रहता है. That day he kept on recording you कि ये देखो अभीश मैथ्यू वो ऐसे करे जा रहा था.
No, dude.
Nobody gave a fuck. That was another thing. But he was like off the roof. And क्या कहते हैं? Then जो हुआ उसके बाद I was like bro इसके बाद तो तू hosting भी छोड़ ही दे. So he got on the pedestal thing जो जहाँ पे anchoring करते हैं. And वहाँ पे सब पूरे school के सामने he recorded himself with Abhish and it was like showing off. But then Abhish got tired of it. He took the mic and he's like, listen guys, I don't give a fuck who this guy is. I don't know who he is, who his Snapchat is. And the whole school saw that.
So when that's clearly a fake story, man. I know.
That is
I mean,
not.
I would
That
do
is
that,
not.
but Abhish would not do that. So
I was just like, I did
distinctly
that.
remember this happening. Yeah, you did that.
Oh my god, I thought I was a nice
Yeah.
guy. I'll tell you, I used to be a genuine asshole in school. And then modesty came college onwards. So till in school, I was like, So I don't know if I came back and say, I must have made a joke for sure. But did I say fuck
Yeah, I
on-
It was a joke, but I could see some level of you meaning it. for real.
okay.
Oh yeah. There is
Fine,
there is
but
the
don't-
truth in comedy.
Yeah, just-
I don't need to-
But then, cut to present time. He is having a show with you, and I'm stuck with this autograph you gave me back then.
What? When? Come closer. What is it written? What have I written?
Best wishes,
Best?
Abhish Matthew.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a Squarespace.
Subin, this episode was about me fanboying about Abhish, so you can
Oh.
yeah, don't hog my line. Like,
I will now fuck off. Bye bye, guys.
Jesus' photo is there up and he's saying fuck off, dude.
Dude, I mean, obviously, everyone should have it, is what I was telling you.
Of course. I don't have it in the frame, but it's there. Huh? I'm just saying.
Good.
But-
I'm sure it's there. God.
But so okay, I don't think we said the context now. Abhish is from Father Agnes School, which is the school that I am also from, and he was in the school band, and that is how your musical journey started. I'm assuming from
Yeah. I know very clearly how it started. I couldn't sing or anything. As far as the music thing is concerned, it was all because of Sir Norman. So Fernandez is the one who got me first time to go on stage and sing. I used to sing in church choir all the time, so I wasn't nervous. And I was the loudest in the church choir. So I'm like, "Ye to karna hai. This is fine. Bachpan se karta hai." This.
So weird. It's all like the whole story is like something. I mean, I'm just trying to relate it as much as I can to me. So Sir
Placebo,
Norman,
but it's fine.
Sir Norman also brought me into the choir, guys. So yeah.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
I mean, that is how it all starts with every Agnelite, I'm assuming. So no one sees you, he's like, "Tu chalega
Oh,
Mumbai."
For the people who don't know, Sir Norman is our music teacher. He's our best music teacher and an incredible musician himself. His understanding of music is so good that he could make someone like me. So I'm not, obviously none of us, I don't know how many of you are, not classically trained or any kind of trained. I just had a very loud presence, and he used to say, "Your loud presence, this is the music you need to do, sing loudly." So Freddie
He'll give you a
Mercury.
particular voice, yeah, and you'll have
Yeah, he'd be like, "Sing this. This is your genre." So even like any song is like, "Ah!" I used to sing just like that only. So Sir Norman OP.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's written it also.
Someone-
Irene Joe.
Yeah, man. Bye.
Oh.
These are all the stories that you're telling me. I've heard all this in the music room about you. And Lithium X is like the band that everyone looked up to in school. And then I'll tell you what was our band name? The Eighth Octave.
Eighth Octave.
Yeah.
That's a very pitch perfect name. It's nice. It's a good school band name.
Nah, but we sucked as a band. If you guys were the best band till now, we were the worst, dude. Like,
I don't think we were the best band. Actually, ask Norman. Before us, everyone used to do Chakshu Byala and like Prashant. And I was like, oh, these guys. I performed with Prashant, thankfully. But I was like, man, oh shit, they speak about like that about me. Oh, so cute. I'm a Chakshu Byala. I'm a Prashant. I made it in actual terms.
I'm an Abish.
I made it.
That's what I do. I'm an Abish. Oh my God.
Okay, that's remember the earlier joke because of which these babies have come out. I can't do that joke because these babies are watching it. So
And then,
wait, before that, in school, do you remember me? Seeing me on stage or anything?
dude, I am way younger than you. I never saw you. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was asking. No, no.
No, you had passed out long back when.
Graduated. I pass out usually when I drink a lot, but
That's how we call it in father angle, man. Passed out.
I know. Because someone said, when did he pass out? I'm like, I don't know, it's been a long time, not since the lockdown. Or before that. Damn, my life is sad. Okay.
Which was your was 2004 or 5, I'm assuming your batch.
4 or 5. 4
Yeah.
or 5.
Yeah, mine is 2016, 17. Oh, do you feel old, Abhi Matthew?
I'm gonna ask you a question. Kevin, how old are you?
21, man.
21 years old. What was I doing? Dude, the biggest achievement I ever did in 21 was make out with a 32-year-old woman. Yeah. That is the biggest achievement I'd ever achieved.
Mummy,
And that
this
too-
is not the path that I'm following. This is the separate Abish Matthew this is not the Abish Matthew that I'm following. Yeah, just saying. Yeah. Continue. Yeah, continue. Yeah, but continue. Then Son of Abish happened, and after Son of Abish, there was Whoop that came out. And I
Yes.
remember you traveling throughout the country for with Whoop and touring the whole country. And one of those shows was in Delhi in 2018. And Studio X Bar in South Extension. So okay, I'm not going to tell you my side of it because I want to talk about the show. And for this thing, I want to call on another friend of mine. Can you please show up, Mr. Friend?
Show up. Mr. Friend, show up.
Showing up, friend.
That's Mr. Siddharth.
Friend is showing up.
guest
Everybody,
from the-
Siddharth. Yeah, Siddharth OP.
Hi, how are you guys?
Siddharth is a guest from the previous episode, guys. So
Every season I'm there. So, coming back to the EXO thing, Abish. So your timeline is like the main timeline, which is the Marvel timeline, right? They're just going well. You're in your life, you're happy and everything. There's another timeline going on where Mr. Kevin Sam. So you messaged, you announced the tour and everything, but some other comic, an open micer, put up a status that I'll be opening for Abish Matthew at Studio EXO Bar, and this is going to be huge for me. And I get a screenshot of that status on my phone, जहाँ पे नीचे लिखा हुआ है क्या मैं इतना बुरा हूँ अबीश के लिए
Oh, wow.
and that happened, and then
Baskar bhai.
finally got in touch with you. He finally got in touch with you through the show that we were gonna do in March, right? And just because I'm a creep that way, I have a video.
okay,
of
wait.
him talking-
Let's set context.
No context. Play the video. No context. Play it.
This is guys. This is the first time Kevin is talking to Abish on call. Play the video, please.
Okay. Hey, hi Abish. Hey, hi. Thank you so much, first of all, for doing this. And,
Yeah, come on, yeah.
the questions as of now that I've prepared for the interview and everything. So mostly I was.
No.
That's pretty much.
I
it,
want to
man.
know more. No, I want to know
I
when
mean, you were on that call. What do you want to know more, dude?
I want to know when did you come? At that call. That's how the conversation was building up.
Yeah, Matthew, please turn off Siddharth's camera. Siddharth, bye. Now we need to go. Bye now. That's it.
Everybody go Siddharth. Woo-hoo!
No,
Thank
please
you,
don't encourage
Siddharth.
this behavior, man. Don't encourage.
Thank
this
you
behavior.
so much, Siddharth, for showing me that video.
I don't want to say anything, man. It just makes me more creepy if I say anything. at this point.
Tell me what was going through your head at that time. Why were you this nervous?
So this was for the live show, this live version of this show that was supposed to
Yeah, I
happen,
know. I
right?
was
And-
supposed to come down, but like, have you not? Okay, what I'm trying to understand. Okay, this is what I want everyone to also ask. Were you nervous talking to me because of context, or were you nervous talking to someone like a blue tick, a verified person?
No, okay. Tell me something. Have you ever looked up to someone in
Yeah.
like, yeah. Imagine that person is inaccessible, and suddenly one day he's talking to you, and you are like, he's coming on your show, which is like the dream. So it like someone needs to pinch me at that moment to okay, this is actually happening, Kevin. You don't need to, and also you don't need to mess it up because you really need to put your best foot in front of this person. Because okay, so I'll tell you something else also. So after the Studio XO thing happened, I met you at Canvas 2 days later, right after that show. And how I got entry into Canvas.
That
was,
I remember, by the way. That I remember. that is when I remember him first time. But go on.
So I met you at Canvas, and how I got entry was I showed my school ID card to the Canvas people, and they showed it to you, and then you were like,
Oh yes! Oh my God! I remember. This is before, and this is part of the Whoop tour. And I think Rahul or Rohan, I forget his name, comes up and is like, "Hey, ko aaya tera school se," and I'm like, "Yeah, it looks like my school ID. Why are you showing this to me? You want to come?" I said, "हाँ ठीक है, मतलब वैसे टिकट नहीं सेल कर रहे हैं, लोगों को आने दो."
So I met you backstage, and I was like, "Can I have a hug, please?" And then
Really? And what did I say?
Sure, man. Yeah, you hugged me, and and then I talked for 2 minutes, and then the show was supposed to start, and then you were like, "Are you watching the show?" And I'm like, "No," because the tickets were too expensive. So Abish Matthew, ladies and gentlemen, was kind enough to put me on the guest list of the show, and I watched the whole show on the front seat, and I was just having the best time of my life, dude. I like, because Whoop as a live show, it's just amazing, dude. I just don't.
Yeah,
So
to be honest, that Canvas gig was really good, and also the thing with the special Whoop was that it's a live special. It's not for to be seen on screen. But just want to tell you that you don't have to thank me putting you on the guest list. You were already inside. It'll be rude for me to ask you to leave. This was the most convenient thing to do.
Dude, why are you breaking all the beautiful moments in your head?
Because I need you to humanize. I need you to go from fanboy to like, oh, okay, this guy can chill with.
Yeah.
but yeah, so that is the intention.
This one particular thing that I want to really share, that I met you that day, and I remember bombing for the past 8 months, and you sat with me. You told me the whole process, Kevin, don't be disappointed ever. And I remember saying this one line to myself. People say that, you never meet your idols because they'll disappoint you. But I went back and put a status saying, that's might be the case for others. But in my case, I'm really happy to meet my idol because I used to see you here, now I'm seeing you here. So that is something that I learned that day.
Damn, thanks,
so, ladies and gentlemen, Abish Matthew. Yeah, after that, I just want to talk about the last thing that happened to me this year after the show, show got cancelled and everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I can announce this now publicly that I am working as an intern or a trainee on Son of Abish. And
lots of work, no dignity. Lots of work and no dignity. That's how it is done.
But how I got this was again, I'd come for one of the Son of Abish tapings on Zoom. And the next day I just messaged Abish saying, "Hey, this was great. I wish I could just work with you guys." And he's like, "Yeah, come work." And then he scheduled a call, and then he got me on board, and I was like, "Okay, what just happened?" Yeah. And I couldn't believe it, dude. That I was actually I don't think everyone gets a chance to work with people they look up to. So I mean,
I do an extreme back and forth work with them in different things. And Son of Abish was there. I was like, man, this guy's interested. Let's pull him in. Let's see what he can do. And I feel like, how long has it been since you've been working with us?
1.5 months.
1.5 months, no? And I think there's a feedback pending. We have some feedback pending for you. Now, I don't do feedback alone. All Absurdist Son of Abish feedback has to happen with none other than Wandering Lloyd. Wandering
Oh,
Lloyd.
dude, why
Everybody,
is he here,
make,
man? Why? Okay,
make
no,
some
no.
noise for Mr. Wandering Lloyd. Mr. Wandering
Oh,
Lloyd, thank you
man.
so much
Okay,
for
why
coming,
is
Mr.
this
Wandering
guy
Lloyd.
here? No, man.
This is my international business hours, so you'll see me there.
Yes, I really appreciate you for giving us your next couple of minutes. I am extremely thankful for you to join us.
I think, for people who don't know what Absurdist is, it's a company where Abish and I run multiple businesses. We have another sister concern. I mean, it's a business unit called publicspace.in.
Sponsor of the show.
Yeah, sponsor of the show, guys. Public space.
Yeah. So we have, multiple businesses. And, whenever we look forward towards getting someone, the first thing that we do is, Abish, you forward me whatever details, and then we do a basic social media check to see how, how talented the person is. And the first thing, I saw his social media and I sent you a message. I remember that, are you sure? And you were
Yes,
like,
I do remember it. Yes.
yeah, and you called me to tell me that, I have met Kevin once, and he wants to do this, and you just explained to me everything. And then I remember I was on a call with him over something, and he had to put something, I think, related to publicspace.in as a post. And he said that, hey, you know what, I can't do that because I have a particular format on my Instagram. The moment he said that, I was thinking to myself, Abhish, you've seen his Instagram page, right?
But he has not followed me.
I'm not saying
There is a reason.
I'm not saying it's bad, but I would just call it organized chaos. Intent is there, but the design it looks horrible. And I was like Abhish, why did you forward the profile? Are you sure? And he still didn't get it. Moving on. Okay, so I asked him to edit a video for us when he first.
No, this guy.
You wouldn't believe, and I don't you. I definitely want to take a call on this. I want you to take a call on this.
Okay.
Kevin uses those kind of sound effects.
Like those kinds, isn't?
You know what I mean? Like those kind of shows, those kind of sound effects.
Mummy, I didn't put anything, Ashli.
You know what I mean?
What kind?
Okay, Matthew, can we play those kind of sound effects?
I never did this. I never did this. Oh no. I never did this, guys. Okay, this I do. No, this I did. No, I don't do all this. Only the kids hearing that. I never did this. All of you have seen my podcast, man. Back me up on this, guys. Have you ever heard these ones? No, right?
So you're saying you reserve your shittiest sound effects for work that you're getting paid for? Is that what you mean?
I
you
don't use this. I've never used this.
Lloyd, I would say, Kevin, I've got an edit where I've heard twing, toing, 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 toing,
No, I haven't. No, I have never done that, man. I've just been cheering.
Are you saying at your professional feedback happening on your show that the COO is lying?
Oh, Lloyd is CEO? I didn't know that.
So
I am not.
Over to you. This is my feedback of working with Kevin so far. I don't know if you get it, but yeah.
I get it. Yeah, you're like, we work hard, he'll become, and then he's gonna go big places, and we're gonna be like, yeah, and he's gonna be like, yeah. I agree with you, Lloyd.
Okay, so I think I just gave feedback that was not up to the mark, but I think I'm also very happy working with Kevin in the sense he's very hardworking. Every time I've asked him something, even if it is at 12:30 in the morning, he sent it. So I'm glad I'm working with him. Good job on that, Kevin. Except for the sound effects.
I'll work on it, sir.
I think that's it from me. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you,
Wandering
That was
Lloyd.
Lloyd. This is a applause. Oh,
Wow.
man. Okay. Cool. I think it's. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the edit of this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let me only do it.
I don't use that. I don't use it bad.
But before I go, I gotta tell you something. Number one, I really appreciate Kevin you for saying nice things. It's very flattering. It's also puts me in a very, very odd place.
I know.
Because my entire life, I've had zero responsibilities. Oh my God, Sanoman is here! Oh shit!
Ladies and gentlemen, so this is the great Sir Norman that we're talking about. And
Hey, Avish, you always caught me for mispronouncing your name. Abish. And I heard you many times. You say yourself you're amazing. Why do you say that? You are amazing, my boy. Oh my God, I remember this boy so damn much. I'll never forget him. He's one of my favorite students, well respected, and now he's up there. And I wish you more and more.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Remember, Avish? You remember the jump?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I do remember. I do remember jump, and it was all
Father
because the
Agnew
band I
winning
used to have
Pepsi
fun.
Storm 7 out of 8, and
Yeah.
ours was the last one to win. Right? And the
Yes,
song
yes,
started.
yes.
How did the song start? Bam, 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 bam. And
ladies
Avish
and
said-
gentlemen, this is happening. Lithium X back in action.
And Norman is on the mixer there. Oh, okay. Now Avish has sung the first note right, and then I get up, and Avish, what? I don't know whether to run away from the mixer or what to do. I'm looking at Avish, and then he sang the other note wrong, absolutely wrong, and I'm saying, oh my God, what happened? Should I do something on the mixer? Maybe he can't hear himself. That's what I thought. Maybe he can't hear himself because the monitors, the kids don't know how it is on a big PA. And everybody's screaming, and because we were the favorites, always. Father Agnew was the favorite. And the time came by, Abish was on the track. Oh my God, I wanted to jump and dance there. And then we waited for the results. I had still Father Agnew on top, but I don't know because of the small mistake what the judges are going to do. And Abish made me cry that day. Happy tears, man. They called out Father Agnew on the top. The winners of Pepsi Storm, and that was the last Pepsi Storm we won. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Abish. You are still my favorite.
Yay! Thank you, you're
All
my
the
favorite as
best.
well.
Love you.
Thank you so much. Love you, sir. Mwah. Oh yeah.
And I heard about this Kevin doing those sounds.
Come on, dude. No.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. I don't do
I mean-
that, man.
All right.
Wow.
It's great to see you, Abish.
Likewise, sir.
Great
So nice
I
to see
wish
you.
you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and
Give
gentlemen, I
mine.
just wanted to give context. But this person is the reason I think I don't know if about Abish, but I can say this person is this is the reason I am who I am right now. I mean, I've not achieved much, but whatever I've learned in that music room, I don't think I can ever forget that. And so, thank you so much for everything.
Yeah, likewise. Oh my God, so Norman, you need to know this now that's on Kevin's show. I've said this almost every time, everywhere. I think anything that I've become today, it's because of you. Because you took a chance at a kid who couldn't hit a note but was just loud on stage and put him on stage to just run with it. So much so that in his journey, he became so egoistic, you let him have his and then had the fall later after school. So thank you for letting me peak in school. I don't think I can. I don't think I
Oh,
would
I'm
have done
proud
without
of you, my boy. I'm proud of you. Really, really proud of you.
Thank you.
so much.
Everybody, sir, Norman, make
Norman,
some
guys, make
for
some
the- Okay. I'm just the pieces of a man I used to be.
Everyone, come on camera. Everyone, come on camera.
Too many abilities
Come on camera, everyone come on camera.
raining down on me. I'm far away from home, and I'm facing this alone for much too long. Gods, what are the? It seems like no one ever told the truth to me about growing up. much trouble there could be. I hope there's no making sense of it. Everywhere I go, I'm bound to lose. Oh, the chorus comes in, how it goes. Too much love will kill you if you can't make up your mind. Torn between the lover and the love you leave behind. You're heading for disaster, cause you never at the sign.
Come on, camera, guys. Come on, camera.
Too much love will kill you anytime. That's all. I don't even know the. Yeah, that's all. Thank you very much.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What a voice, my darling. Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Great
Oh,
voice. Kevin, you want to try something?
No, my guitar is detuned, man. I can't.
So, before we end the show, can you sing something for all of us, everybody
yeah.
on the video?
Yeah.
I have climbed highest mountain. I have run through the fields only to be with you. Only to be with you.
Team, come on, camera.
I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I found what I'm looking for right here, Kevin, and my greatest boy, Avish. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. It was great hearing you.
Oh, you stayed till here. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. But there's nothing over here except a sponsor announcement. We want to thank the Public Spaces for sponsoring this episode. Public Spaces is something that you and I have been using since the very beginning of time, and we were not even aware about it. So go read about them on the website publicspaces.in, where you can check their amazing templates such as parks, gardens, parking lots.
Hey, Matthew, get my intern on the call, please.
Right away.
Hi, Subin sir. I'm here now.
Yeah, so when is it happening?
Sir, 9th of December, I've heard.
Okay. One more thing to mess up then.